Hello everybody, Flamin' Shark back with another video, and this is a review for my blind commentary, blind reaction to the Ben 10 Ultimate Alien Season 3 episodes 26 to 29 video, the penultimate Ben 10 reaction for Ultimate Alien. I've also recorded the series finale, so at the time that I'm recording this review, I have finished Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. You'll be getting the series finale in the next rotation, and then after that, in the following rotation, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien will be replaced by Teen Titans. But, yeah, these were some good episodes. I really enjoyed these. Obviously, we got fucking Darkstar and Charmcaster team up, and Charmcaster wanted to bone him, and that was actually such a fucking sweet episode. Charmcaster is so good, it's not even funny, and I just love her. And it's really cool to see what they did with her character in Ultimate Alien. I think, to me, I've always loved Charmcaster. I've had this massive just obsession with her throughout the franchise, and I feel like Ultimate Alien kind of justified my obsession with Charmcaster. I feel like she was great in the original show. Obviously, she barely did anything in Alien Force, but I feel like in UA, she really hit a stride, and I think legitimately, I think most people could agree that she was one of the best. When she was on screen, anytime there was a Charmcaster episode, she was one of the best characters in Ultimate Alien, and I fucking loved her. I think she was absolutely just the GOAT in this series, and I really think that, she was just the best. I fucking love Charmcaster. She's so great, and it's I love her so much. She's so fucking cool. And she was just one of my favorite characters. I mean, she was probably my favorite character of this whole series. You guys know how much I love her. But she was so good in this episode. And for this to be obviously her Ultimate Alien send-off episode, immediately after another great Charmcaster episode, was absolutely fantastic. Getting that double dose of Charmcaster near the end of the series really makes my soul happy. And makes me ready to be done with this show, which is, bittersweet, as with any series that's cool. It's always a bittersweet feeling when you finish a show that you really like, because on one hand, especially as a reactor, I guess it might be a little less bittersweet for people who aren't doing videos, but for me, obviously, it takes me a lot longer to finish shows than a normal person, because obviously I'm doing these reaction videos and all that, and it's this whole thing, and it's really interesting, honestly. But, it's one of those things where I think in this particular case, I really enjoy this episode because, Charmcaster is this character that I have just such a connection to for whatever reason, and, I mean, I can think of a lot of reasons, honestly, but you get my point. And I really enjoyed that episode just so much, and it was so great, especially after we had such a great Charmcaster episode in the last set that I thought would be the last time we see her, and then the next episode we get Charmcaster. It's fucking amazing. So, shoutouts to Ultimate Alien for making Charmcaster even more of the bae that I always felt she was. But you look at the other episodes, I'm kind of going a little out of order here, jumping to the last episode of the reaction, but we obviously had the Albedo episode. I'm gonna, yeah, I should always do this at the beginning, and a lot of times I get into a proper semi-review. But yeah, links are down below. Breach, Mega Streamable, you guys know the deal. Time I'm recording this, Breach is ready, Mega's ready, and Streamable is getting ready. So basically this will go up whenever the Streamable link's ready. Unfortunately, I passed out before I could start the upload, so this is going to go up later. I was actually hoping I could maybe get the noon upload that I haven't done in a little while. I'm hoping the Ask Class will be noon, because obviously for Ask Class I just need to upload it to Streamable and YouTube, assuming that, like with the first one, the YouTube video goes through without a hitch. I'm going to assume that the YouTube video goes through perfectly fine, but assuming it does, I just have to post it to Streamable for the 5% of you that can't watch it, and then YouTube for the 95% of you that don't get it blocked on YouTube. But obviously it blocks about 5% of the viewer base, and then I post it in my Discord server on Streamable. So if you're in that 5%, basically most of Southeast Asia and France, you can just grab it on my Discord server. But for everyone else, you can watch it on YouTube. That's the deal with Ask Class. But anyways, going back to Ben 10 Ultimate Alien after a random tangent, I really like what they did with this show in regards to the sauce with Ben in that last episode, Night of the Living Nightmare. You know, it was really interesting too, because it brought a lot of his fears to light, and I think it was actually foreshadowing in a way. It was kind of like a spiritual setup for what would happen at the end of the finale regarding Ben and his character. And I think this episode really kind of was really cool to watch, I think, for a lot of reasons. You know, it felt like a Halloween-y themed episode. It was a really great, like, last episode before you start the finale type episode, because I feel like with those, you want an episode that's got, like, a really intriguing thing that isn't... For a series like this, it's like your last episode that isn't going to be, like, narratively structured as, like, a continuous story. So it's basically your last episodic episode of the series. And you want to use that to actually do something interesting with your characters one final time before you handle the finale. So, yeah. Pretty good stuff. I really liked it. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Then there were the other 2 episodes. What else did we have in the other 2 episodes? I'm derping. I'm like really derping right now. Oh yeah, we had the episode, of course, we had the Animo episode with the eggs, which was probably the weakest episode of this set. I think it was fun. I definitely enjoyed it, but I think if I had to say what my favorite episode was, of course, the first one, probably, but I actually really loved all of these except for the Eggman one, the Animo one. I thought that one was good, and then the other 3 were great. But this was still a good one. You know, Animo's great to see, and yeah, it was pretty fun. There wasn't really a whole lot else to say. And then the Catch a Falling Star episode, which was of course, which is actually a really great title when you actually look at the plot of this episode with Nemesis and Jennifer and everything. That was actually really clever. That's probably one of the most clever titles I've seen from this show. So that's pretty cool. Not a whole lot else to say, really, though. It was a really, really fun episode. You know, the whole Stockholm Syndrome thing is always cool, and, you know. Yeah, so, I guess I'll leave it off there. So, yeah. Floating Shark signing out. Hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastical day, and I will see you next time with another video. Thanks for watching,